Hi and welcome back. As you can see, our topic is relative pronoun. Relative pronoun. We've talked about clauses, that is independent clause, dependent clause. So understanding this is not going to be difficult for you because of the explanation given on clause. So are you ready? Let's get started. Now, the relative pronoun can be defined as the pronoun that links, that is, connects an independent clause to a dependent clause. So you have learned what a clause is, the types of clause. And so now, if you have the examples here, that is just going to be, let's say, like a reminder to you. So the relative pronoun can be defined as the pronoun that links an independent clause to a dependent clause. Now, when we have examples, things become easier. Let's see, for example, words that we use, or relative pronoun, or words that we say are the examples of relative pronoun. We've got who, whom, which, what, whoever, whomever, whichever, whatever, that, and whose. Who, whom, which, what, whoever, whomever, whichever, whatever, that, and whose. So let's have examples in sentences. So, for example, they are the ones who help the needy. Who help the needy is a clause, is a dependent clause, and our relative pronoun we say is who. The students that you sent for have come. That you sent for is a dependent clause. So the relative pronoun there is that. Where is the biro which I lent you? Which I lent you is a dependent clause. So which is the relative pronoun. You are talking about money whose I do not know. Whose I do not know is a dependent clause. So the relative pronoun is whose. I have told you what I know. What I know is a dependent clause. The what is the relative pronoun. He has helped me, whoever he is. Whoever he is our dependent clause. It is the same thing whichever you choose. Whichever is the relative pronoun. Whoever is the relative pronoun. Whichever is the relative pronoun. And the last example, you are right to ask whomever you wish. Whomever is the relative pronoun. Good. So now we are taking, or we are using who and that first. That is when who is the subject or that. For example, they are the ones who help the needy. So using who here is correct. They are the ones who help the needy. It is correct to use the word who here. And you can see that they are the ones that help the needy. Using that or who here is correct. I can say they are the ones who help the needy, and also I can say they are the ones that help the needy. So it's just like the first example that you had. They are the ones who help the needy. So you see we have the same thing, only the words are different, but the who is there. We are the people who respect each other. So here too I can say we are the people that respect each other. I use who or that. Either is correct. But look, using which and that, for example, where is the biro? You see, biro is not a person. The previous examples or these ones, the first four examples, they are human beings, so you can use either who or that for them. But you see, biro is a thing, so you say which. Where is the biro? Which I lent you. And I can use where is the biro? That I lent you. That I lent you. This is the book which. Book 2 is a thing, the name of a thing which I am reading. And I can say this is the book that I'm reading. So using which or that here is correct. But you see, these are not human beings, they are not people. You cannot use who for them. You cannot say where is the biro? Who I lent you. You cannot say where is this is the book who I'm reading. But you can see that you can use that for people. You can use that for a thing. They are the ones that help the needy. It is the book that I'm reading. Where is the biro that I am? Where is the biro that I lent you? But you see that you don't use who for a thing. Like you don't say where is the biro? Who, or this is the book who. I hope that is clear. And now we move to, and now we have who, whom, and that. So for example, it is correct to say the boy whom I told you about has come. This is correct. And also I say the boy who I told you about has come. This too is correct. The boy that I told you about has come. This too is correct. The boy that I told you about has come. This too is correct. This means I can say the boy whom I told you about has come. The boy who I told you about has come. The boy that I told you about has come. The boy I told you about has come. So let's have similar examples. The people that I met last night are back. Is correct. The people who I met last night are back. Correct. The people whom I met last night are back. Correct. The people I met last night are back. This too is correct. So you see, in examples like this, you can use whom, who, that, or leave the space empty. That is, or you just leave it without using the whom or the who or the that. So the boy whom, the boy who, the boy that, the boy. The people that, the people who, the people whom, the people, and so on. So you can think of more examples. So in a case like this, what you remember is that you can use whom, you can use who, you can use that, or even leave the place without using that, who, or whom. Good. And now who and whom. So for example, I say, who did you ask? It is correct. And I can say, whom did you ask? Whom did you ask? This too is correct. So who have you helped in your life? Who have you helped in your life? Or whom have you helped in your life? But you see, this one is a little bit different. Who should I give the money to? What I mean by a little bit different, or the difference that you see, is that you have a preposition you have the preposition after money. It is the last word of the sentence. So who should I give the money to? Now I can change the form to make it to whom. So now when I use to, then I use whom. I use whom, not who. I say, to whom should I give the money? To whom should I give the money? Then here too you see, who is this for? For, the last word is a preposition. I can change the form and make it for whom. For whom? For whom is this? Or let's have last two examples. Like you see here, who are you waiting for? For is a preposition, so I can change the form to make it for whom are you waiting for? Who did you ask? Whom did you ask? Who have you helped in your life? Whom have you helped in your life? Who should I give the money to? Or to whom should I give the money? Who is this for? Or for whom is this? Who are you waiting for? Or for whom are you waiting? Good. And here we've got the use of which, who, whom, whose, and that when giving more information about somebody or something. So for example, like here that we've got Ali, who is the manager, has forbidden this. So you see, who is the manager gives us more information about Ali. So using the word who here is correct. Ali, who is the manager, has forbidden this. But you see here, you remember giving more information. Ali, that is the manager, has forbidden this. Now, the biro, you remember a biro is not a person. You do not use who for a biro. So the biro which you gave me is lost, correct? The biro that you gave me is lost. No, just like the first example, or the second example I should say. Tonko, who is my best friend, is great. This is correct. Who is my best friend gives us more information about Tonko. Tonko is the name of a person, a male. Tonko, that is my best friend, is great. No. The match, which is about to start, is very important. So you see, match is just like it's not a person too. So we use which is about to start is very important. But the match that is about to start is very important. No. Good. And here what we've got is what whose, like, or for example, the boy whose bicycle got lost has found it. So using whose here is, you know, whose bicycle got lost gives us more information about the boy. So whose here is correct. But the boy that his bicycle got lost has found it. No. Samir, whose house we went to, is a nice person. Correct? Samir, that his house we went to, is a nice person. No. Now whom? The people whom we trust will not let us down. So you see, whom we trust gives us more information about the people. So whom, using whom here is correct. But you see, the people that we trust will not let us down. No. The people whom we help appreciate it is correct. But the people that we help appreciate it is not correct. So in all of the examples, you can see that it is the word that we should not use. Okay? Then I just hope that it's not confusing. Right? Good. And here, which is the last part of the video. So you see the words that, what, whatever, who. We want to see the different functions that they have when you use them in a sentence. Also, we've got whom, which, whichever, whose. So for example, let's take the word that. The word that, as you can see, it can be a demonstrative pronoun, it can be a relative pronoun, or a what, or a determiner. You see the words what, who, whom, which, whose. These words can be we can use them as interrogative pronouns or relative pronouns. And then what, whatever, which, whichever, whose, they can be or can be used or the function as relative pronouns or determiners. I hope that was very great. So until next time.